morning, everyone. From the back seat, you can see there's Sam up in the driver's seat.
Yeah, I'm on autopilot.
He's on autopilot. It is currently 4:53 a.m. and we are headed off to Branson for a one-night stay. We are again staying at Stone Castle. You're seeing the front seat because it's really dark here in the back and you can't see me at the moment. See me. Not really. That's okay. Woo! So many lights going on. And so I am in the back seat because because it is 4:53 a.m. Sam is decided that we were going to go ahead and get going, and so I grabbed pillows, blanket, back seat, kind of like I did when we went to Muskogee, and I can just chill out, sleep, read, whatever from here in the back seat. We did make a quick stop at our local Casey's and picked up coffee and a donut for Sam and some juice and a donut for myself. I'll probably eat that after I've gotten a little bit more sleep. I did drink some juice. Our normal route will take us down 77 to El Dorado, 44 over to
400.
400
over to 44.
400 over to 44.
And then 44 to 65 and 65 south.
There you go. And that's 44 to Springfield and down to Branson. It is roughly about a 6-hour drive from where we're at. So if you figure it's
about 5 o'clock, we'll get sometime around 11.
Yeah, we'll get in there
30, 11.
We'll get in there pretty much in time to do lunch. And our typical lunch tradition at this point is that we will head over to the outlets and have A&W for lunch. So yeah, our itinerary for the weekend is we are going to again stay at Stone Castle. We are going to go see number one hits of the 60s. It is a fantastic 50s, 60s, and 70s themed show at the Clay Cooper Theater. It is owned by our friends Amber and Matt, and we are so excited to get to see them again. And so after that, we are going to play some mini golf. It's pretty much kind of just a celebrating the end of summer.
End of summer?
End of
June.
end of my brain being awake. The end of the school year. Last weekend was kind of the show that we like, number one hits, doesn't normally run on holiday weekends, so we couldn't go last weekend being Memorial Day weekend, so we put it on to this weekend. So with that, I think I'm kicking off my shoes, my glasses, and I'm signing off for a while. This gal's going back to bed. We are just about to Springfield. We made our stop in Joplin.
We did?
Well, sorry, Downstream Q, which is outside. That's not Joplin. It's outside of Joplin. It actually says.
So it's Oklahoma City at that point.
No, like when you look it up, Downstream Q, the address is Joplin. I don't know. That's what the address says. But as you can see, I'm up in the front seat now. We stopped, got gas. Sam cleaned the windshield because there were lots of buggies on it.
I had all kinds of bugs this morning.
I changed clothes. Then I got in the car and I was on Instagram Live with Christy and Sammy and also Lindsay at Welcome to the Simple Life for a while. And we are just about in Springfield. We are getting ready to drop south and into Branson. It is about 10 till 10. And Sam's starting to get hungry, so we may end up changing lunch plans and finding someplace else to do that's like Denny's or something that's going to serve food already, because a lot of your lunch places aren't going to be quite open yet, I don't think.
We'll go on south.
Alright. Alrighty, so apparently we're just going to continue on. So, alright, we will see you when we get to Branson. Guys,
Hello.
we are on the outskirts of Branson. Woo! And we just passed like the far exit into Branson that leads to
Silver Dollar City and northern end of Table Rock if you're going to Kimberling City and such.
Yep. So we are. It's about 10:30. We did make a food decision. We are going to go. If you saw our video mini golf when we went to Branson for.
No, we're not eating golf balls.
No, we're not eating golf balls. That was for Mother's Day.
That was last month.
It's inside of the building where the buffet is at Grand Country. And Sam and I looked at it, and he's like, I want to eat there.
The buffet looks good.
The buffet it's open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. And there's different.
I would assume right about now it's getting ready to switch over for lunch.
Right. Breakfast is $9.99 with tax. Lunch is $12.99 with tax. They have a Sunday brunch for $13.99 plus tax. And
dinner's $15.
Yeah, dinner's $14.99 plus tax. Now that does not include a drink. So
That's not a real good deal.
Right. We can either do water if you don't want to pay for a drink.
You're in southern Missouri, you're getting tea because that's what you drink.
Right, exactly.
If it doesn't have an IV of sugar, it needs one.
So obviously we're going to get something to drink, but you can get water if you didn't want to pay for an additional drink. So we will let you know how much like the drinks and stuff are after we've had lunch. So we will see you at Grand Country. All right, so we are coming up 76 Country Boulevard, which is the strip. And there's, as you kind of turn a couple of the corners, it's called the Veterans Memorial Garden. And there was a sign, and it made me laugh. It said, if you want to thank a soldier, be an American worth fighting for. And I'm like, a veteran had that made. Because,
we're the only ones with that kind of mentality.
And, yeah,
anyone else would get offended.
And Sam just looked at it and laughed. I'm like,
yep.
That's awesome. And I mean, it's true. Like, you hated to go in and eat anywhere in uniform.
I got to the point I wouldn't.
We did it. We had to do it.
I had to once, and but yeah.
We had to make a stop in McPherson, which is about 30 minutes east.
And it was the day of the Army-Navy game.
Yeah, it was the day of the Army-Navy game, and we were coming home from drill.
And a Navy guy.
And you were in uniform, and we were like waiting on our check. We had told our waitress that we're ready for our check, and she goes, okay, hold on a second. And she was gone a little bit, and she came back over, and it had this piece of paper that said... With a piece of pie. And it said,
you may have won the game today, but we still win overall. Signed, the Navy.
And we had seen a group of older guys in the back corner drinking coffee and stuff. And one of the guys, you heard go, hey, there's an Army guy up there in uniform. And they had come over and talked to us a little bit. And they had mentioned that they had been in the Navy, and we thanked them for their service.
Well, their hats kind of say.
And their hats
You can always tell a Navy guy. He's got whatever boat he was on his hat. Yeah.
And so it was so funny. You got pie, and I got something. I don't remember what it was, but they had bought us dessert. And yeah, the placemat said, you may have won the game. You may have
won the game today, but it was us that won the war.
Yeah, it was so funny. So only
we can harass each other, but you mess with somebody outside mess with you, yeah.
It's like siblings. Like, you can sit
I may call them crayon eaters all day long, but somebody messes with a Marine, I got their back. And Branson is one of the most we love our military towns I think I have ever seen. They honor military at every show. At like when you walk in the door, military discounts here. Well, what got us talking about was there's a Gold Star Family Inn. And we figure that Gold Star families don't pay something. I want to look it up and find out more information on it.
My guess is that some of the big shows in town own it. And then right around the corner we saw that sign and it made us laugh. Well, we are here at Grand Country, so we will see you inside and for food. We are here at Grand Country, and the buffet in this back building back here by there, they do have some shows, and there's this Fudge Shop that we're going to check out. But the indoor mini golf is over, one of the indoor mini golf is over here. The regular one is over here, and there's a black light one in this building over here. So we are headed in to go get some lunch. Come in these front doors right here. You come straight up, and as you walk up this way, to your left is a gift shop style area. To your front is the buffet, food and seating, and over there is the miniature golf course. So we are inside of the buffet, and I wanted to show you this because it gives you a better look at the pricing. You can see their breakfast, lunch, dinner, brunch, and kids buffet. And then here is the beverage prices. So it looks like it's about $2.19 for a drink or tea. Juice is $1.99. Milk $2.25. Hot tea $1.99. Hot chocolate $2.49, and coffee is $2.09. So there is the pricing on the drinks and the buffet. Okay, so we've both been through the buffet. I started at the salad bar. I started
with meat.
We'll show you Sam. Sam started with meat.
Meat and some noodles.
And then I started out with the salad, a little bit of potato salad, and they did have a nice baked potato bar over there. And I will give you guys a tour of that here in a little bit. I also they were putting out the soup, and that's fresh chicken noodle, and Sam gave me a little bit of the meatloaf. And I like that they had some condiment cups there so that you could put what you wanted for your potato instead of dealing with trying to cut it open.
You gotta fight with it up there?
Nope, you don't have to fight with it up there. There's little condiment cups up there for you to do and bring back and make your potato at your table. We do have sweet tea to drink. It was one of the things to note about when you are here at Grand Country. They do seat you after you pay. So instead of going around and looking for a table, you wait after you've paid, and they will find you a seat. So that was really nice. We weren't trying to navigate around people. They led us straight to a table. Our total was $26.97 with 2 adult meals and 2 drinks, and kids it's from 4 to 12. So under 4 is free. So that is something to note. And like we showed you a little bit ago, the pricing and the drink prices. So we're going to eat, and we will catch up with you and conquer the buffet. You had how many plates?
2. One full of meat, one full of potatoes and veggies, and then one full of dessert.
Alright, so what'd you get for dessert?
I got homemade bread pudding.
And it's a different
It's a little moister than your mother's.
Well, Mom's is more of a bread pudding cake.
Yeah.
And it's not as soupy.
But this doesn't have all the frosting on it like you get some places.
Ah, okay. And then you got
the peach cobbler.
Peach cobbler. All right.
And they do have ice cream, vanilla, chocolate, and swirl, I believe.
Okay. And then, so you did 2 plates.
They've got cookies and other stuff.
Right. And they did have some sugar-free cookies. So if you are worried about watching your sugar intake, they do have sugar-free. Are you surrendering?
You win.
What wins?
The buffet. I lost.
What did you think?
The best buffet that I've been to in a long time.
That says a lot. We will give you a tour of the
beats a Disney buffet, hands down.
Oh wow. Well, not only food and price.
I wasn't thinking price-wise. I'm thinking food-wise.
So you can see Sam pretty much annihilated his dessert plate while I'm still in the midst of eating mine. I think I'm gonna call Uncle on the potato and move over here and finish up this plate over here. This will actually, you can see it's so airy, it falls, it smushes. They're super good. It's super buttery. And mine actually came straight off of their fresh roll rack directly to my plate. I got their fresh homemade mashed potatoes,
with gravy, so you know I had plenty of carbs. And these are baby carrots that are soaked and cooked in butter. They're fantastic. And then another slice of the meatloaf. So I'm going to finish it up, and then we'll head over and give you a tour of the buffet. And I wanted to show you, this is inside of Grand Country, past the gift shop, and just a little past their box. It's called a Veterans Patch Wall, dedicated to all of our military veterans. So they've got different patches, different ranks from all different units and eras. Looks like you've got some that you could give them to add. So they've got Army. Oh, this is very nice.
Yeah.
And they've got our Navy. And this is so cool. I haven't seen something like this before. Marine Corps. So if you come to Branson and you want to check it out, make sure in your military, bring an extra patch with you. Hey now.
What?
If you are in the
Puddle Pirates.
they're gonna have to add one in for the Space Force.
Okay.
Oh, and they've got some that have been recently donated. So those will be on a special display for a little bit. And then kind of this little quilt that someone donated. That's very nice as well. So,
Your dad would like that one.
Yep,
95th Division.
Yep, 95th Division. My dad was in this. Shout out to 95th Division. So, if you're military, come and check out this wall. If you're not military, come and check out this wall. But if you are military, bring an extra patch and check and see if your patch is on here. If it's not, you can donate it to them, and you'll be in the wall. Yeah. All right. So now we came this way because we're right at the Fudge.
I came this way because I saw the sign that said talk about this.
Right, but behind us is the Fudge Shop.
I don't have room.
I want to see the Fudge Shop. Ooh, there might be room for
saltwater taffy.
There's always room for saltwater taffy. So this is down at the end of the hall, all connected. So they've got some different drinks. And sometimes you can find really obscure.
Is that a grape?
Yep, it's a grape knee-high.
There's for Radar.
Shout out to Radar. If you know what show Radar is from, comment below. We are your new best friends.
I don't.
If you don't, learn who Radar is. And they've got some paper straws. They've got some fun kitchen-esque things. Cherry mash. I forgot how heavy cherry mashes were. Oh my gosh, colored coconut. That's a big one too. And then they've got some sugar. Up here they do have some sugar-free options. Sioux City root beer. But over here is good stuff. So over here they have big barrels full of saltwater taffy, lots of different kinds, and the prices are $8.99 per pound. $8.99 is about average pricing, so not bad. Look at this. This is just mounds of fudge. Mounds of fudge. Big things of fudge. So they've got a chocolate walnut, a plain chocolate, a maple nut, a vanilla nut, cookies and cream, peanut butter, and peanut butter chocolate swirl.
I have no room.
I have room for fudge. So I think, and you do get a free sample. So I think I'm going to sample the maple nut. That sounds pretty good. Maple nut sounds very tasty, and it's all made over in here. Mm-hmm. They've got a big, huge kitchen over here. No Sam.
Okay.
Being full.
Too full.
I like this. Give me some chocolate, and no one will get her. Side of the register, they have this candy case, and there's everything from bonbons in there to chocolate-covered Heath bars. They have these little almond butter crunch pieces for 99 cents. Very, very reasonably priced for a candy area. And you can hear in the background that they want that one. You know it's good when the kids want it.
Okay, and then can I have one of your chocolate?
So we are back in the car. Oh my gosh, that fudge was amazing. We are going to come back and get some later because it is getting kind of warm out and we don't want it to melt in the car. Ew, sticky
that
gross.
can make a mess.
Bad. Holy cow. Lunch was fantastic. Like I said, it was $26.97 for lunch and 2 drinks, and they were on top of making sure that those drinks stayed full.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we drank like maybe this much off the top. Your drink needs a refill. Oh, okay. Okay.
The sweet lady, though.
Oh, we had the sweetest lady as our server. I was videoing the buffet, and she's like, I just wanted to remind you that your purse is in the booth. And I'm like, where the heck did Sam go? He forgot I brought in my purse.
Well, so often you don't.
Yeah. So the one time I do. So we 100% are giving that buffet a thumbs up.
Yeah.
The thing about...
If we have room, that might be dinner.
Yeah. It may be something really small for dinner because we may still be full. The thing about Grand Country is if you were just to glance at it, you're going to go, Possum Place from a Goofy movie.
That's automatically what I
That's
think.
Automatically what Sam went to. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I've stayed here. And I actually asked my mom, and she said that we did stay there like 20 years ago. They do have like special vacation packages that include a couple of nights and food and show tickets, and it's about $500. Well, considering that the rooms are $250 per night.
Well, no, $160.
Right now they're $250. I looked yesterday.
Okay.
That's a pretty decent deal because it gives you food coupons and show tickets and all kinds of stuff. So we are thinking about making a trip to stay. We've talked about it before that we want to try it out and stay the night and do the package. So from here it is about noon. We've got about a half an hour before we need to start meandering our way to Clay Cooper. So I don't know what we're gonna do. We're just kind of right now we're trying to
going over here.
Yes. Okay, this is where we need to go. Okay. We got about a half an hour.
I'd say I was right here at the sign for the outlets. You said it, and then you automatically bring it. Then in the video,
yeah,
she changes her mind when we can't talk about it.
I thought we were farther back than we were. We've got about a half an hour that we're going to kill here at the outlets, and then we are going to head to Clay Cooper Theater for number 1 hits of the 60s. So we will see you after the show, and we will insert a photo montage now. Enjoyed the photo montage. So I'm in the bathroom, and when we were here over Mother's Day, these were not in here, and I was really sad. Look what they have brought. This tells me so much. They have brought the hand scrub out for people to use. More than one people can touch this, and then you can make your hands feel all soft. This tells me so much right here. This little jar of hand scrub says so much. Holy cow. This room is amazing. We are in a queen studio room with a full kitchen. It's got literally a living room area, a full kitchen. It's like they took 2 bedrooms, chopped it all up, put it together, and said, here's a studio suite. And it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It even has a balcony. Sam's kind of on the balcony right now. I'm watching Triple D in the back. But it's got this really nice leather couch. Okay, we actually tried to change our room for July to this room, but it's like they only have a couple of these and they're all booked. But let me tell you, when we come, we're going to be, for longer than one night, we're going to be staying in this Studio Queen because it's absolutely amazing. So, the show is awesome. I had sent Amber a message, like, earlier in the week that we were coming, and she didn't see it.
Which worked out well.
Which worked out really well. Like, it came up, it was our 3-year, friend anniversary on Facebook, and so I tagged her in it, and I go, yeah, but see you this weekend. Oh wait, did I not tell you that? No response. I was like, well, that's really weird. She didn't see it because she hasn't been on Facebook all week. And so literally when they came out to do the show opening, she was like, what is happening? What are you guys doing? Like, and we even sent her a picture from the lobby of the theater. It was so funny. It was fantastic. It was a fantastic way to make her day. It did. It literally, like, it was so funny. Like, she would be, like, every time she'd look at us, she was trying not to laugh. So then I got pulled up on stage during the school dance, which of course I took my phone with me instead of handing it to Sam. So we bought the DVD. So what I'm going to do is I will insert some still clips here from the DVD from our TV from home so you can see me on stage. All right, so we have our evening plans in order. It was starting to feel really muggy outside, and I'm like, it feels like it's gonna rain.
Yeah.
Guess what? It's gonna rain. So we are not going to play miniature golf today. However, we looked at a couple shows, and neither one of them looked really appealing. My hair looks atrocious. So we needed to do something for dinner anyway, and so I kind of made the joke, hey, you want me to look at Stampede, Dolly Parton Stampede? And Sam goes, sure. So we got one of the last sets of tickets for the 8 o'clock show. So we are going to go to the Celebrity Car Museum, and it's going to have its own video because it is it's a neat place, and I want to be able to do it justice in the video. So I'll insert some photos in this video, and then there will be a separate video for the Celebrity Car Museum. And then same with Dolly Parton. We will insert some photos later, and then there will be a separate video on Dolly Parton Stampede. So we will see you guys after a bit. I'm going to brush my hair, get it freshened up a little bit, and we're going to head to the Celebrity Car Museum and Dolly Parton Stampede. All freshened up in the car, and I forgot to mention we were going in to check in. There was this room, and Sam goes, I think there's scrapbooking in there. What? So I literally went and peeked in. They're like, come on in. Do you like to scrapbook? I'm like, yeah. They're like, here's our card. We do crops here 6 times a year.
Well, that's 6 more trips to Branson.
How do I not know this? How?
Voting for buying Cabinet Lake. All in favor?
I vote to just move into Stone Castle.
No, thank you.
Just move into the room we're in because it's awesome. Oh my gosh. It's fantastic. So we are headed to the Celebrity Car Museum, like I said. We went here in 2018, I think.
I got to be in Dean Martin's park.
Yeah.
Dean Martin's my health park.
I wonder if it's still there if somebody bought it. You'll be really sad if someone bought it.
Please PayPal me $20,000.
Sam is starting to fudge.
Not for Christmas lights, but to buy the car.
So
thing is, I would need a multi-car garage.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't leave the garage.
Yeah. So
Lena thinks I wash this thing too much.
Yeah. No, I think you wash it just enough. It stays looking really nice.
I'd say I wash it, vacuum it, wax it.
Give it a kiss goodnight.
Stroke his hair when it gets sick.
Oh, you think you're special? Oh, you think you're something good?
Yeah, har.
We'll see you at the museum. Sitting in in the Kip car from the Knight Rider remake. This is insane. I am like nerding out. Like, I got to touch the car and I'm sitting in it. This is so cool. And I'm absolutely like in heaven at the moment. They were really nice, and there is like this, you can see a little bit, there's a blue light in here that they have going. They were nice and turned it off for the photos because I was like, I'm blinded by the light. But you know, this is amazing, and thank you so much to the Celebrity Car Museum for allowing us to do this. This is absolutely phenomenal. I am geeking and nerding out so much at the moment, you don't understand. They've literally left me alone. The guy's like walked away. The keys aren't in it. I can't escape. All right, so we are going to head over to Miami Vice Car, and Sam is going to get the same treatment. Hey.
So am I buying a Mustang?
Yes, you are. All right, so we're headed to the next car. Lena and Sam here. We do want to give another special shout out to the Celebrity Car Museum. They gave us the celebrity treatment while we were there. They gave us a free like $50 package to the car museum. They typically charge $10 per person per car for a few photos, and when they saw that we were videoing, they said they wanted to do it for us for free, and so we are 100% grateful for the opportunity. I am still nerding out over that whole experience. If the keys had been in there, I would have been trying to find my way out in that car because that car was so awesome. So again, thank you so much to the Celebrity Car Museum. You will be able to see the full tour and me wigging out over a couple things in an upcoming video. Something to note is that this will all be pictures and us talking about the show.
Because you are not allowed to video in there.
Correct.
Which is, if they tell you don't do it.
That's right. So I did not video. I took pictures, and we were all the way to the wall. So some of my pictures weren't the best for this one, but we are going to Stampede again over the 4th of July.
Yeah.
So hopefully I will be at a better angle for that.
Well, we could have went down.
Right. They were cramming people together, and there was 2 on the end. So I went with that way we weren't crammed.
Yep.
So we are on the Strip, and we are headed back to the room. It is 9:45. So
we're off the Strip.
We are now officially off the Strip. we are on the road to the hotel. So we will see you at the hotel. So we are back from the Celebrity Car Museum and from Stampede. We want to give a huge shout out as a thank you to the Celebrity Car Museum. They gifted us the opportunity to set in the cars and take pictures and video. That is typically something that costs between $10 and $20 per person per car. So since we both did it, it would have been at $20 that we were more than willing to pay.
Oh yeah.
It was something that I was vlogging when I came in, and the guy goes, "Oh, do you vlog?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, we'll give you what we give the other vloggers that come in here." I was like, "Well, okay, thanks." So it was really cool. I got to sit in Kit from the remake of Knight Rider, and you sat in the Porsche.
No, the Ferrari. Wow. German and Italian cars are the same, huh?
from Miami Vice.
Yes.
And your shirt even...
And not the movie, but the original TV series.
Yeah. So that was really fun. And again, thank you to the Celebrity Car Museum for gifting us that opportunity.
If you click on the QR code, I found this out while playing around on my phone. It actually will pull up a clip on YouTube of that vehicle that you're currently looking at in the TV show.
That's pretty cool. And so from there we went to Dolly Parton's Stampede. There will be separate videos on both of these things that'll come up. But if you are doing Dolly Parton Stampede, you definitely want to either get there fairly early so you have a ledge to sit on, or a little plan to just kind of hang out until the line dissipates. Because typically you would have went in, picked up your tickets ahead of time, and gotten in line. But now you wait, and they give...
I'd say it's quite a bit different now.
Yeah, they give you your tickets outside.
Hopefully sometime down the road it'll get back to normal.
Right.
But the pre-show's currently gone.
Right.
The food's still good.
Food's great. One of the things that I did like as a change
is
was...
you get real silverware now.
Yeah, everyone has a regular fork. Which reminds me, we need to take the fork and knife out of my bag. Sam had me all prepared with a fork and knife from in our kitchenette area. They had hot towels for you to be able to wipe your hands off.
Oh, it was so much nicer.
It was really nice. We were really, really happy with it. The show was great as always.
The show's always good. I missed the pre-show because it was always a good pre-show. But on the other side, most of the area now has regular chairs that I think were in the main pre-show area before. We were still on a bench, but for the majority, it is switched over to chairs.
I hope they keep that.
I don't know whether they'll keep that or whether it'll go back, but that's a nice change. I would also note that that's something else. I had something. If you want the boot mugs, the souvenir boot mugs, or the hurricane lamp,
hurricane glasses.
Yeah. Sorry, I think
okay.
of hurricane. When I think of hurricane, I think of hurricane lamps.
There's one spot downstairs that's doing it, as opposed to having
There before when they had the pre-show, there was a whole bunch. But a portion of what you do pay for also goes to help with Dolly's
Imagination Library.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what that is, that's where children newborn through 5 years the parents can sign them up and get a free book every month until they turn 5.
And not just here, but also
Canada, Mexico.
All 50 states,
yeah.
Canada, Mexico, Great Britain, Scotland, Australia,
and there was a couple others. It was really cool, and I will link to Imagination Library in the description below if you're interested, or if you know someone who has younger kids who would be interested, because it's a great program. Free books every month until they turn 5. That's great. It's a great way to enhance their library.
Yep.
So overall, it's been a fantastic day, but we are done.
I think we're done.
So
you mean you don't want to play mini golf, or
No, I want to go sleep.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.
I'm gonna find another show.
Good night, everyone.